So what I have here is a nice wooden tea box. It started out by having 4 compartments, but I took one of the middle pieces out to give me the space I need. I also used my texture paste to fill in the 2 grooves. And next I will add some black gesso just to all the edges, which will make it easier for me to line the box later on with paper. So while I continue this and while it dries, I want to show you the next piece. This is a very broken old welder's glasses, and as you can see it has pieces missing. It's pretty cracked, but I just love the look of it. Now I don't mind that there are pieces missing and that it's old and broken, but I don't want it to fall apart. So I do fix the biggest gash with my E6000. I also use some balloons to put some pressure on it so it will dry in the right position, and that works really well. Now after it's dry and I can cut off the balloons, you will see that it looks a little more sturdy. Now I don't want to alter this glasses too much, but I do want to replace the nose piece. For that I just use a piece of duct tape. I folded it 2 sides and just stuck it through those 2 slits where the original nose piece had been, and that would be fine because all of it gets painted just with black gesso. And then of course this will have to dry too, so I can go on to the next thing. Now this is a finding. As you can see, it's meant to be an old-fashioned telephone. I found this at a garage sale and it was obviously handmade by someone very creative. He used tiny little paper pins, he used some push buttons, small pieces of wood, a nail, and I thought it was just so cool. So I really want to use it in my piece, and it inspired me to make something myself in a similar style. So I used this wooden old stamping block. I had these little wooden pieces I used for legs. This is a wooden coin from a game. And then I have this somewhat of a springy-like piece of metal, not sure where it came from. And I also have this little metal bowl. Again, I'm not sure about its origin, but both pieces will serve me to construct a speaker for my old gramophone here. I will also use some simple pieces of wire which I bend to shape so I can have a winding handle and a needle arm. Now to make a needle, I took some simple push pins and I flattened one out completely so the sharp part hangs out on the bottom there, and so I will embed my piece of wire between 2 pins, one with a bang down needle and the other one I cut the needle off completely. So you have this little contraption here, and I think it looks pretty good. Now one reason I picked a gramophone to put together were these tiny little records. I had them in my toy collection for a while and I thought they were the perfect size and just the right little special piece I need to bring this gramophone to life. So then I start gluing things together, but I have another piece I will be working on to complement my gramophone. I use an old wooden domino piece. I made 3 grooves in it, and then I use these paper clips to construct a little place to keep my records. Always staying with the idea of using very simple materials anybody has available. Now this actually turned out pretty fiddly. I could only glue down one piece at a time, let it dry, then do the next one. But at the end, it turned out pretty sturdy. So again, more gluing, which was unnecessary because I had to take the arm back off. I needed room to bang in some nails to create holes for my wire contraptions here. They can handle a bit of banging, but not too much. So starting the hole with the nail was an easier process. But I got them in there, I got them to stick pretty tight, and the little handle even turns. Now, of course, I also needed a middle pin here so my record will stay in place. And for that, I just used a normal nail. Now, I am surprised how hard this wood is, and it took quite a lot of banging to get it in there, but it works. So there's my little record, and the needle arm moves. So far, so good. All right, I think now it's a good time to turn you over to some music. Like always, I will put all the mediums in the captions, and I will talk to you in just a wee bit. Enjoy. So here is the small little booklet I made for another project. You might remember I made a bottle where I had a hanging booklet. Well, this was the first try, but I had forgotten a hook at that time. But now it will serve me well as a small little telephone book. I think in the days of these old telephones, telephone books were rather small, so not very thick. So I think it will work. Yes, I'm adding this alcohol ink to all the bright silver pieces. I think it gives them more of a vintage look. And then I had to make a little change. This piece here was just too wide to make my gramophone fit into the box. So instead I will be using this very flat key. So it is all completed. Here you can see one more time the handle. It has a great texture to it. The whole box was made from really pretty wood, and that's one reason I did not paint it all over. And here are my goggles. Again, I didn't overdo it on the decoration because I think they're so cool just the way they are. Here's that little telephone and the telephone book on the stool, my gramophone and the record holder, and of course the beautiful background paper complements it all. Now there are of course many different styles of assemblage work, and I have to say that I really enjoyed working on this one. I hope you like it too. That little telephone was a really lucky find, and of course those goggles are just way too cool. So keep your eyes open for unusual findings and give it a go. I hope to see you really soon again. You have a fun and creative week. Stay safe and bye bye for now.